This company hauls in 60,000 pounds of crawfish a day. Once they're out of the water, the clock starts ticking. Farmers have just a few hours to get them weighed, sold, and into coolers, and these little guys have to stay alive the whole time.
As soon as they're dead, it starts breaking them down extremely fast. Yeah, it'll get mushy and spoil.
These crustaceans are big business for Louisiana. They contribute $300 million to the state's economy and end up across the U.S.
Do you ever sneak a bite?
But you can't help yourself, especially when they're hot.
But this industry didn't even take off until recent decades. In the 80s, some rice farmers took a massive gamble. They experimented with cultivating the crawfish that lived below their fields. And it paid off. In just 9 years, Madison McIntyre has built one of the biggest crawfish companies in the state, handling up to 4 million pounds a year.
Never imagined that it would be to this level, nor was it our goal. It kind of just happened organically.
But because the farmed crawfish industry is so young, it's like the Wild West, unregulated and fast-moving. So how exactly did Louisiana's rice farmers come to harvest crawfish? And why do they stay in such a tough business? Crawfish are freshwater crustaceans, related to lobsters and shrimp. And they're native to Louisiana's bayous, rivers, swamps, and rice fields, like this one.
And if you look closely, you'll see some holes. There's one right here.
They go by all sorts of names: crawdads, crayfish, mud bugs.
They come out the mud, literally.
From late September to October, rice farmers flood their fields, and the crawfish emerge from their burrows hungry. By November, he can start catching them in rows of traps. Mauricio Guillen, nicknamed Junior, heads out on the crawfish boat, which doesn't have a steering wheel.
And all that's controlled by foot pedals that are at his feet.
Armed with thick gloves, he empties each trap. He has just 7 seconds to dump out a trap, load in more bait, and drop it back in the water.
And that's just how much ground it covers between each trap.
He's got to move quickly so the crawfish don't die in the Louisiana heat.
Junior's pretty fast. He's a lot faster than me.
This table helps them weed out any unwanted critters. And it separates the crawfish by size.
The smaller peelers can fall through here. They'll go from underneath here and then into these sacks.
The crawfish's big break didn't even come until the 1980s. Rice farmers' profits were dipping, so looking for another income stream, they took a big risk and cultivated crawfish alongside the grain. Fourth-generation rice farmer Jim Johnson was one of them.